Hi Taurus, welcome to your week ahead Taroscope with me, Raphael from Reydiant Reality. It's an absolute pleasure to have you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for joining me. Quick note, my readings are for your sun, moon and ascendant sign. So whether you're a sun, moon or rising sign Taurus, this is for you. And I always advise that you watch all three to get a clearer, more complete picture of how they're going to speak to you. With that said, remember they are general readings. Not everything's going to resonate with everybody, and that is just fine. You should always use your own discernment. Before we start, as always, I would like to bless my deck of cards with all forms of love, light, peace, prosperity and abundance, and I pray that the messages that come through are ultimately clear and concise and they help you on your path to your highest vibrational good. So for your key to the week this week, you have the Hermit card, right? So this could be a quiet week. It does look like a week where you are kind of maybe figuring things out and getting some plans together. I would say as well, this is a really good week for you to get to grips with what it is that you actually want, what it is that you really want to get out of your maybe out of your year ahead. I will say this to you as well. Remember, the Hermit card is about stilling yourself. It's about making yourself still and quiet enough to hear your inner high priestess speak, or your own intuition. So in some respects as well, this card shows up when you need to pull back from the world. Maybe this is a week not to be so loud, or maybe even a week not to be so visible. And you know, because you've got this as your key to the week, you might feel, I mean, don't forget, obviously we're just off the back of that powerful first eclipse in your sign, so let me know in the comments how that affected you. And you know, if you're keeping a low profile this week, it wouldn't surprise me. You know, you're probably now really starting to assimilate the energies of that eclipse and what it's going to mean as we step into this era of the Scorpio eclipse axis of eclipses now. So really interesting time. For those of you that are continued subbies, you know Rafi loves that. If you are new to my channel, please don't forget to like, share if you should so choose, and this resonates, hit that subscribe button. For your actions and options, before we get into that, your foundation card is the Six of Swords. This is actually great because the Six of Swords is all about getting past something, right? It's about getting past or getting over something and moving into a more one of the taglines is for the card is moving to calmer waters. But you've got that, and then with this Hermit card energy here as well, I kind of feel like this is about you making plans that feel more solid now, that feel a bit more concrete, especially off the back of that eclipse where it's like, okay, something's been changed, something is going in a new direction now. So now that I kind of got past the worst of it, I know what I can, you know, what is kind of terra firma from here on in. For your actions and options, you got the Ten of Pentacles. Oh yeah. All right, so this is great. This could be about your financial future. This could be you really setting yourself a new goal of some sort. For some of you, this could be about a home, maybe, you know, securing a home, maybe improving the home that you've got in some way, shape or form. There's a really strong sense here as well, because the Ten of Pentacles isn't just about money. It's not just about a dwelling. It's also about seeing something through to completion and attainment, but it's even more than that as well. It's about something reaching maturity. So you got this with the Hermit card. There could be some personal insight or moment where you have an insight of some sort that makes you go, wow, you know what, I can't believe how far I've come, or I can't believe what I've managed to achieve in such a short space of time, etc. This could actually be a really good week for you in that regard. It looks like there's a lot of internal acknowledgement of growth that's already been done. For your communications and conversations, you've got the King of Pentacles. So a Virgo male is likely to feature for all of you in some way, shape or form. Or this could be somebody that is considered very wise, somebody that is very learned in their field, may feature for you this week. So the reason I say that, Hermit card, Virgo ruled, King of Pentacles, Earth sign male, you know, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. A Virgo male. This is a lot of earth, right? Now I know we've just come off of the back of your eclipse, but Whew, this is a lot of Earth, and if I'm not mistaken, actually, we've got a grand Earth trine coming up soon. So I'm really intrigued to see how that's gonna play out. So now, when it comes to your communications, you could be having some interesting conversations with a financial advisor this week. You could be having some interesting or pertinent conversations with somebody that is, like I said, very learned, very skilled in their field at whatever it is that they do. And this is a conversation that you really do want or need to have, because it might be a conversation that's instrumental in the plans that you set forward for yourself from here on in. So I really like this. Maybe you're speaking to an elder, maybe you're speaking to a guru, maybe you're speaking to, you know, a parent or a grandparent. I've said this before and I will always say it. The fact that our society has kind of let this idea that your grandparents move in with you once they reach a certain age, I think we've really lost something in that. Because, you know, it's not just an inbuilt babysitter. There's new perspectives, different ideas. There's someone else for the kids to talk to, you know, get different understandings of the way that the world works. And there's a buffer between the parents and the kids, if you have them, to kind of, you know, to show that maybe, just maybe, we all think we're all doing the best that we can, right? And that's all we ever can do, right? We can only ever do the best that we can. But sometimes when you have an outside perspective or a different perspective on something, it helps you broaden your own. So, you know, that's my little rant. Now, for those of you that are employed, this could be a week where you start to realize that your skill set is too large for where you are. This might be a moment of kind of saying to yourself, wow, I'm actually a big fish in a really small pond at this moment in time. And it could come very, very suddenly. It might come as like a bolt of lightning sort of realization, where you say, whoa, okay, you know, I actually think I've outgrown this place. Like, I've settled in really well, but I actually feel like I'm bigger than this now, and you know, that now I need to think about what's next. For those of you that are business owners, entrepreneurs, solopreneurs, same kind of feel, but slightly different in that you already have, you know, as a business owner, it's said that your earning potential is practically unlimited. So this week, maybe you're starting to get some sort of focus, or you're speaking to somebody who's going to help you put together a path, a plan of some sort that's really going to help you get ahead. Very exciting. For those of you that are retired or no longer working, it's all on you this week, right? If you are retired, sun, moon, or rising Taurus, this week, your input, your wisdom, your maturity, your perspective could be so important to somebody else. Your support even, and it doesn't have to be in a financial sense. It could be, you know, a kind word, a shoulder to cry on, an ear to listen, you know, a different idea, a different perspective. And this kind of rings true actually for somebody that I know, who I actually had a bit of a whinge to yesterday. I was having a very human moment just before, you know, 2 days before this eclipse hit. So really, really interesting. And I know this person to be a Taurus. So shout out to you. For your love and relations, you've got the Judgment card. So for those of you that are single Taurus, sun, moon, or ascendant, not single for much longer. Alright, so the Judgment card here, card of profound change, right? Paradigm shift in some way, shape, or form. This tells me that the person that you are likely to connect with is actually closer to you than you might realize. Doesn't have to just be in proximity, but there's something about this person that is closer to you than you realize. Maybe they're closer to you in age, maybe they're closer to you in location, maybe they're closer to you in race. Do you know what I mean? Like, there's a million different things. You got this Hermit card here as well, that's your key to the week. And that, I almost want to say to you, this moment or this bubble where you've wanted to be alone or needed to be alone to figure some stuff out, that's going away now. All right, so you Taurians that are single, it looks like you're about to meet somebody that's going to change your world. For those of you that are now, for a select few of you as well, this could be a reconnection with somebody, because it is the Judgment card, and that tends to be blasts from the past. So maybe this is the one that got away and you find out that they've just moved around the corner, you know, or vice versa. Like, you know, maybe they realize that actually that person that they dated all those years ago only lives around the corner. You know, like it could be something really, remember we're just off the back of eclipses, and they're going to bounce between your 1st and 7th houses. So interesting times. For those of you that are partnered, married, or in long-term commitments, this could be surprise pregnancy energy, very possible. This could also this could be surprise pregnancy energy. So if you don't want children, obviously handle your business. This could also be a change of direction when it comes to the relationship, or a change of pace when it comes to the relationship as well, which it looks like or feels like this is actually quite welcome. And then for your money and materials, you've got the 3 of Pentacles. This is so much earth. So much earth here. And then obviously with the Judgment card, which I sort of typify as Plutonian energy, there's a little bit of water. So I mean, it looks like that eclipse has really launched you into, so it's kind of like a launch pad for you. Here we go, right? Buckle up. Now, when it comes to your money and your finances and your resources, this is a week, 3 of Pentacles, to learn something new or get a plan in place. This is the time where you really want to hammer out what you're going to do with your money, your finances, your resources, and what is actually important to you or of value to you. You could also be learning something this week about your finances. For those of you that are in partnerships and or relationships, maybe your partner has made an investment that they didn't tell you about, and now you find out about it. Maybe you know, I won't say any more on that, but this could be really great for the relationship. So don't get into that sort of, you know, oh, I can't believe you didn't tell me about it. Like, who cares? Hello, this is good for both of you. You know, if they come to you and say, oh, by the way, I bet the house on the roulette table, probably a different story, but you get my point. For those of you that are when it comes to your physical health and vitality, this is going to be your physical structure and your skeleton, right? So your bones, you've got to look after your bones this week, and your nashas as well, all right? And then when it comes to your home and environment, this could be a time where you are choosing to take on some sort of new learning experience. Maybe you're taking a course, maybe you're starting a course, maybe you are offering a course this week. This could be where some sort of information that you're ready to disseminate, maybe now you have the plan for that course that you've always wanted to launch or to teach. And you know, for some of you, you could literally be doing this from home. So with that said, I wish you an abundance of all of that good stuff. It looks like a very earthy week for you, my dear Taurians. Let me know in the comments how it shapes up. Take care, and I'll see you soon.